And by doing this, thinking this, reading, listening to podcasts, reading books, learning from these thought leaders around the globe, I found this world called serving.
Mm,
And that was an aha moment. That changed me. That got me out of my miserable, empty life.
yes.
I kept asking me. That led me to my purpose. And in that realization, I found that my fulfillment is in fulfilling other people's lives,
Wow.
getting them unstuck, helping them achieve what they want to achieve, and then help them.
Hope you live your best, audacious life ever. It's always a pleasure to be here sharing insights and truly appreciate you for taking time out of your day to join us. Now, think of life as a garden. Your mindset is a soil determining what can grow. Challenges are the storms that test your garden's resilience. The joy of serving others is the sunlight that nourishes your plants. Actionable insights for small business owners are the seeds you plant, which with care can yield abundant harvests. Today's guest is Mukesh Bajaj, and he's a seasoned entrepreneur as well as an author with a background in accounting and a passion for helping small businesses thrive. Mukesh has dedicated his career to empowering others to overcome challenges and achieve sustainable success. Mukesh's journey from a struggling family business to becoming a successful entrepreneur, as well as an author, provides invaluable insights into the mindset needed for fulfillment. His story is a testament to resilience and the power of serving others. So now that you're set, let's turn to our conversation with Mukesh. Enjoy. Hey, Mukesh, thank you for joining me here today on the Audacious Living podcast. I appreciate you taking the time to do this and being here.
Thank you, Audley. Thank you for the honor. I am just looking forward to our conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, we spend much time on this podcast, always encouraging individuals to, live this best audacious life that we talk about. And, the one thing that's been very, very clear to me is, that path that we take, because it is a path, it's a journey, right? And that path or journey that we take, it's very, very, very individualized. It's my path and what I'm meant to be on. And so I'm going to experience things or I'm going to encounter things that others may not, and vice versa. So I think it's very important. So within the understanding that this is a journey, I think it's very important for us to own our path and take ownership of the things that happen to us, whether they're perceived good or perceived bad. And so, having you here with us, and you have a sort of a purpose-driven approach where you help people get some focus and some direction, and maybe get them straight on their path. And so, maybe as a starting point, Mukesh, I can get you to sort of talk about yourself and the work that you do, and what's got you up into this point.
Thank you, Audley. I'll take you far back so that you and the audience can just take a glimpse of my life where I can share who I am, why do I exist, and in this one question. So I was born in a very small town in India. My
Yeah.
mom, my dad, very loving, very supporting. They gave me all the freedom, all the all the things that I needed or wanted. Very happy childhood. Um, and my dad was a franchisee of a very successful logistics company, so the money was good as well. And but then one day, this franchisor siblings, they had a conflict. They decided to shut down the business. It
Okay.
meant my family, my father was without the business, without the income that day. And but he didn't stop. He just went to look for something similar, but he couldn't find any. So one my uncle suggested, okay, why don't we start our own? So that's what they did. However, they didn't, and they started their own logistics company, but they didn't realize that the business, like being franchisee versus you creating your own business to that level, it needed a different mindset, different skill set,
Mm-hmm.
and the capital which my dad didn't have. And he used to be, this business had more overheads than the previous one, and he used to be behind paying wages some months. He had to borrow that money from friends, from relatives to keep the business going. He was stuck. He was lost.
Mm-hmm.
And And that pushed my mom into the mindset of scarcity anxiety, which was a reflection of how she was brought up with her 7 sisters in one home.
Mm.
And I couldn't do much because I was also working as a very lost young man that time. So one of my friends then encouraged me to come to Australia for study. And then, and needless to say, my family didn't have any savings. So, but they mortgaged their home, and I'm very grateful for that. And here I was. Then I worked in the restaurants to pay the bills and did my master's in accounting.
Okay.
And after completing my master's and CPA, I started my own accounting company in 2011, where I wanted to solve these 3 problems in the industry, which is the small businesses, small to medium businesses, they fail within first few years. And second thing was that, and many of those small business owners do not have enough funds to enjoy the retirement.
Gotcha.
And number 3 was that accountants were focusing more on compliance and reporting rather than helping small business create that sustainable and profitable business.
Mm.
And then fast forward these few years, my clients connected with me because I understood their pain. It was very similar that how I had, witnessed with my mom and dad, and we solved those problems for our clients.
Mm-hmm.
Then this, after a few years, then I'm still feeling like unfulfilled. I'm still feeling like, we growing, we got like again number of people, bigger office, more overhead. Then I took a pause there
Okay.
to reflect that where I am, what we're doing. I invited 2 of my team members into a conference room, and we spent Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for 3 months. And we asked those questions to ourselves, keep doing whiteboard scribbling, and then we came out with this value system.
Okay.
That what our values are. And when I came out of that, still this gave me a little direction, but still not complete. I'm
Right.
still
Yep.
not implementable.
And how are you
And
feeling? Like, how do you know that you're not? Like, what's happening for you to still have that gnawing feeling?
I feel like like it's very familiar feeling when I feel that I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling
Okay.
lost. I'm feeling
Got you.
like I'm comparing with myself with others. It's like mindset
Gotcha.
of that scarcity. I've been in there for whole life,
Yep.
and not knowing what is the right way to do. What is the right thing to do? Should I go big? Should I not? That conflict between, is it that I just keep growing one of my, sign a few clients, look after them, and then I feel this like, oh, what is my purpose? What should I do? What is the long term? And why I'm not fulfilled? Why I'm comparing all those things, these questions. Not in an organized way, but these questions like this kept me anxious.
Yep.
And by doing this, thinking this, reading, listening to podcasts, reading books, learning from these thought leaders around the globe, I found this world called serving.
Mm.
That was an aha moment. That changed me. That got me out of my miserable, empty life.
Yes.
I kept asking me. That led me to my purpose. And in that realization, I found that my fulfillment is in fulfilling other people's lives,
Wow.
getting them unstuck, helping them achieve what they want to achieve, and then help them.
Wow. So that sounds like a pivotal moment coming to that realization.
That was. That was. That
Wow.
was.
Because it's almost as if, Mukesh, and thank you for sharing that your journey. I mean, it's very that context is very, very important. But I also very much appreciate again, I'm going to say the pathway that you went on, right, to get to where you're at. And in some respects, we almost need to kind of go through those moments of feeling unfulfilled or feeling stuck or not feeling enough, whatever you want to put in there, to appreciate where you are now. Like it's almost, you hate to say you need to have the bad to get to the good, but there's some benefits of it, at least I would say.
You're 100% right, Audley. And I tell you, this realization happened this is very recent. I tell you, when I was writing this story, when I was writing a book.
Yep.
when we write book, we have to think about stories, right? My book, I wanted to sound not like a textbook, so I had to reflect on my own journey. Now, what happened that when I was learning the story, if you don't have a low moment, a challenge, there is no story.
Mm, yeah.
Story, there cannot be any story if you don't recover yourself from a challenge from that moment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I see them as an opportunity, because those failures, those moments of being stuck are very important part for ourselves to grow. If we don't have those, we don't have a story, we don't have a growth, we don't have the success we talk about.
Mm,
Very
mm.
important elements.
Is your journey, is that what inspired you to write your book, the 7 steps to fulfill life?
My journey, and then again helping, taking feedback, sharing that.
Mm,
Yeah, it changes me every day. It
mm,
helps me change from the headless chicken, that anxious scarcity mindset person, to a fulfilled human being with abundance mindset,
mm.
the person who is not scared to share. And I tell honestly here that I have so many flaws.
Yes.
I'm not, in my writing, this is my first book, you will say, oh, there's so much I could do better in my writing.
Sure.
And I'm not a born speaker. I could do, there's so much more I have to learn. And I'm not seasoned podcaster either. I have to learn a lot. But one thing, this system gave me the courage that if I wait 10 years and get polished myself, that was one option. Or or start my journey now and share this now and acknowledge that. And this systems give me the courage that I am with you. I am in that journey. I have not reached. I'm facing challenges, what you're challenging right now.
Right.
People I'm working with. I'm no different. And this system give me courage that this is the moment. I shouldn't hold back. I should share. If something is working for me, I share. I want to share now. I don't want to wait 10 years to polish myself.
I love it. No, I love it. I love it. I've always just been a big fan of sharing in general, right? Like there's so much positive, incredible, awesome benefits comes from taking my experiences that and through my experiences, there's lessons I've learned and taking those and giving them to you to shorten that learning curve, to shorten that period of time where you don't have to make those same mistakes. Because what that also does, it gives you an opportunity to get further than I did because you don't have the mistakes that I had. I saved you those. And so I'm just a big fan of that. And then from what it does from an inspiration standpoint and the upliftment and motivation for others, I think I've always been a big fan of sharing because there's so many wonderful benefits.
That's true. That's true.
So talk about this fulfillment system that you have. There's sort of 7 steps. Well, first of all, how did you develop that? I'm curious.
It's just a lot of to and fro's, a lot of like scribbles that one thing started, and we keep looking at how, just keep refining that, keep refining that so that it works. And see, a system can work, a template can work
Yep.
in a very close environment. When you're working with team, your family, it's okay. But when you start writing it as a book and to share this to the world, it's a bigger commitment. It's a bigger
Yes.
obligation.
Absolutely.
And but the best thing is that um you know and I knew this writing process will be difficult, because I've heard this, like all authors who acknowledge that it is difficult. However, they also acknowledge that it is incredibly rewarding. It is, when you look at your own reflection,
Mhm.
it grows so much as an author. It gives you so much clarity about what you want to say, what you want to share, and how you can make it implementable so that a person you're not talking to, and they can use it. They can help, take some ideas from there and use that one.
Right.
Now, 7 steps. Um, so basically, I'll try to keep it short because it's the whole book, but I'll try to keep it short so the audience gets
Sure.
something out.
Sure. Sure.
So the first step is celebrate and be grateful. So that's where we start.
You got to smile out of me right out of the bat with that one. I love it. Celebrate, be grateful.
Yeah. And see, being grateful has numerous benefits mentally, emotionally, for physical well-being. It helps in mindfulness. It helps you increase resilience, strengthens the relationships, improves your sleeps. It's a lot of benefits, physical, emotional, and mental. And and when and in this step, what we emphasize a little bit different is that I invite everyone to think about 7 things you're grateful for in any condition you are, in any situation you are.
Mhm.
When I asked this question to my son, 8-year-old son, last year, now he's 9, 8-year-old son, he said, school, life, food, house, parents,
Yeah.
gifts, and then friends.
Yes.
So these are those moments, those things which he could even share there. And these are all available to us
Yes.
at all time. We can always find that what are those 7 things that we're grateful for? Doesn't matter what the condition is. So that's what I emphasize on this step.
Gotcha.
And number 2, align your fulfillment vision.
Okay.
And in this one, the core message is align your activities and your goals towards your purpose. Submit those. And we define 10 elements of your fulfillment vision in this step, which is activities, behavior, habits, beliefs, goals, values, character,
Mhm.
purpose, principles, and environment. These are the 10 elements.
Okay.
The system is complete when we see that from start to end. This is how we look at all these 10 elements. How you align your activities, habits, behavior, submit to your purpose. And now, when you're talking your life, that's a life purpose. When you're talking about the podcast, that's a podcast purpose. When you're
Yeah.
talking about the meeting, there's a purpose behind that meeting. When you want to go get for degree, there's a purpose behind why you're getting that degree. Why you're spending 3, 4, 5 years to get the degree. There's a purpose behind that. So that's the aligning yourself towards the purpose. Number 3 is know your win. Now we
Mm.
know in step 2 that what your purpose is,
Yep.
what you what your goals are. Now we go deep in.
Got you.
You understand what does that mean? This purpose, what does that mean? I
Yes.
dissect them into 6 elements, which are brand, money,
Mhm.
time, skill, health, and experience.
Got you.
When I say brand, it doesn't mean just the logo. Brand means
Well, you live your life.
your purpose.
Yes.
What do you stand for?
Yes.
What do you want to remember for? That's the brand.
Yes. Yes. Your legacy. Yes.
When we talk about the time, where would you like to spend your 168 hours of a week?
Mhm.
We talk about, oh, work-life balance, this and that, but what actual does that mean?
Right.
What time do you want to wake up? I'm a morning riser. I want to wake up 3:30, 4 a.m. And by 12, I've done something that I could say I had a good day.
Yes.
Right? So everyone's different. So what's your 168? That's going deep in what does your win look like? And
Gotcha.
then these are the 6 needs, but then we also take now wider, which is what 5 circles you have, life circles. The first one is you are your own first life circle.
Okay. Yeah. I agree.
We design your life, we take you as a third party. So you is it. Number second is your family, immediate family who's living with you,
Yeah.
whose day-to-day decisions impact your day-to-day decisions. That's number 2. Number 3 is your business, career, colleague,
Mm.
job, employment, those people around you. Number 4 is your friends, community, extended families. Number 5 is your spiritual, non-spiritual life circle, people around those communities.
Yes. Yes.
So when you look at your life, you
Your
look at
spirit.
those 30 cells,
Yes.
that's the holistic life. You can prioritize whatever you want. If you want a family, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. If you want friends, great. If you don't, that's okay. You can cut down, you can design how you like your life. So that's step 3. Step 4,
Mhm.
now you know your win. Now you know what you want to do.
Yep.
Now you know your life's purpose,
Mhm.
your job's purpose, your business purpose, you know those things.
Yep.
Why do you want? Now, step 4, whoever you have chosen in your life,
Mhm.
whether it's your business paying client or it's your family, I call them client.
Okay.
Whether they are paying, whether it's a spouse, everyone in this paradigm is a client. I'm
Yes.
the supplier, you are the client. I'm the giver, you are the receiver. Same it works that when you are giver, I'm the receiver.
Yep.
Client and a supplier relationship. I just purposely took it, the name client supplier, because everyone is aware of that. What does it mean?
Sure.
So now, when I want to go deep in learning what my client needs are,
Mhm.
I go with the value of curiosity and empathy, not with judgmental, not being interrogative. I want to go deep, really understand how can I fulfill your life? That question is to my son, that question is to
Yep.
my wife, that question
Yep.
is my team member, my business, everyone, whoever I'm connected, even for my paying client, how can I help?
Mhm.
Going, understanding what their pains are, what are the impact of those problems they have in their own business or life?
Yep.
What opportunities do they have? What are the roadblocks that they want my help on?
Yes.
So that's the number 4. Number 5, now I understand my win, now understand your win in
Hmm.
detail.
Yep.
Now we create a solution.
Ah, the problem solver space.
Now we come up with a win-win solution where everyone's winning, abundance mindset. We find the way where we all fulfill.
Hmm.
We expand the pie here. And once we have created a solution we can agree on, we have made the commitment. When I get married, when I say I do, that's wow. It doesn't have to be a written agreement. It's about feelings. It's about that verbal. It's with my kid every day that we make those agreements. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
come with you on a weekend. I'll play with you
Yep.
when you come back from the school. These all little agreements that we take.
Hmm.
Doesn't have to be very legal document.
Right.
Right? Once we have that agreement in place, 6th is then deliver with excellence.
Um,
Right? Now we have agreement. Now we have to apply those 4 values, which are being resourceful. Not just the resources, being resourceful, resources will come.
yep.
Integrity. We have to show that value of integrity that I will show up. I'll do my best to deliver what I agreed for.
Mm.
Innovation. Be curious and create innovative solution. Because the challenges will come. Even once you agreed, don't think that, oh, life will be just, there wouldn't be anything different than what you agreed. No, it's going to change.
Mm.
It's going to be different a little bit. It's okay. Be there to create the innovative solution, which you did in the last step as well. It's just now, just you don't have to go U-turn. It's just more like align yourself with what comes up. And 4th one is the excellence.
Yeah.
Excellence means, then again, sub elements are 4 elements within
Yep.
time,
Hmm.
budget,
Yes.
specification I committed for, and by giving fulfilling experience as well. The journey is joyful.
Yes.
So when we have these 4 criteria checked, then only I can say that I
Excellent.
delivered something excellent.
Excellence.
Otherwise,
Yes.
not.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like those 4 again. And I think a checklist is a perfect way of I capturing that because it lets you know, am I on track? Did I miss something? Is something I overlook? Or did I forget? So that's I think that's a really good checklist to refer back to.
Yeah. And then if we go deep on that, we do have a scorecard to make sure that
Mm.
okay, these are the outcome goals, these are the activity goals. Are we taking accountability meetings that makes it happen? How we do that? Now number 7 is achieve with joy. And in this step, we celebrate what
Mhm.
our outcome, because in the step 6, we deliver to our client.
Yep.
Step 7 is for you to enjoy.
That's it. And I like that because it also connects back to one, because we were celebrating in the first step. So
That's
it's
it.
just a cycle.
It is very thoughtfully created that way.
Mm.
So that life is about those little journeys. When you want to enjoy, you are, see these milestones, what we create is to
Yep.
give us direction.
Yes.
That's it. Give us the direction. And the rest is all this journey, that how we take those challenges. Do we enjoy or get depressed about it? So that's about that. And then learning gives us reflection on learning. That's what we do in this step.
Sure.
Reflect on learning. Because not every time we will achieve every goal.
No, that's right.
So we will then reflect on, okay, every learning is a chance for someone else's success. It may not be mine, but someone else will get success from there.
Right.
My failures are the source for someone else's fulfillment.
I love it. Even that approach, Mukesh, I really do appreciate, because it takes you out of your own self and puts the spotlight on someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, powerful,
And
powerful.
also we do is we go through how to receive a feedback so that it fulfills the giver. The giver doesn't feel uncomfortable. This is our role to fulfill giver's life so that they can share whatever they want to share as a feedback. And also, when we are giving the feedback, we create an environment for the receiver so that they can receive whatever the feedback we are sharing, so that we can
Sure.
help them, we can help them.
Yeah. No, I can see it. I definitely see the connections without question.
So these are
That's
the 7
powerful.
steps. Complete system,
Yep.
start to end, which has a big picture as well as the detail, which has
Sure.
a zoom in, zoom out
Yeah.
view.
And what I appreciate that from both the big and the details is the details are almost like milestone or checkpoints that help us know if we're on the right path, right? And so, yes, this is the ultimate goal. This is the big picture. However, these little steps, they're important too. They kind of get us there. And so I appreciate the fact that you've outlined them both for us, that we'll be able to understand. I definitely, absolutely, without question, want to ask about your commitment to fulfillment through financial freedom. I guess that nicely aligns with your education, and you got your CPA and your master's in accounting. I guess that nicely aligns with that. I wonder if you could elaborate further on the significance of financial freedom.
See, my father passed away not being able to create a financial freedom through business last year. Like
Okay.
he was in business. As I mentioned, he worked his whole life but couldn't create that feeling. My definition of financial freedom, then when I went to Google it to find, I couldn't find my that will resonate with me. So I wrote my own definition, which I share now. For me, financial freedom is a multifaceted concept, which is a beyond monetary wealth.
Yeah.
It is one of the 6 elements. When we mentioned the brand, money, charm, skill, health, experience. So money is one of the 6 elements, which
Yes.
plays very crucial role in enabling and enhancing other 5. It's a vital resource which opens doors and opportunities
Gotcha.
that help you set bigger milestones, which you can achieve faster. This provides you the resources that you can set up those audacious goals
Yes. Yes.
without any financial limitations. You can choose people in your life circle,
Hmm.
the people who are aligned with your values and purpose. It's not about my fulfillment only. It's about the fulfillment of the people around me, the people in
Yeah.
my life. It's very important. Financial freedom helps me with that. It helps me share my resources, knowledge, and support to uplift others.
Yes.
Having money to support my essential need and the essential need of my loved ones. so that I could live a life of values and purpose. What I stand for, financial freedom is very important for that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you see oftentimes those that achieve high levels of financial freedom, what do? They turn out and become philanthropic and give to others. Um, a guy like Bill Gates comes to mind immediately, who I know that he's inspired you a little bit. But there are people who it allows you to say, okay, I've achieved all that I wanted, or even maybe even more than I dreamed of. Now, what's next for me? And the next is, okay, so how do I support others on the? How do I cast the widest possible net I can to support others? And so that seems to be a natural transition, which is interesting because there are sometimes some negative attributes when it comes to those who are rich or have money. They're seen as greedy. They don't care about others, but that's not totally the case.
No. Because people, as I mentioned in that step 4, people are not curious and empathic. When you become curious and talk to Bill Gates one day and
Mm,
really want to understand that what does he do, why does he do, and what's his mindset about the money, when you start learning, you'll find that he's got his own stories, a wealth of stories that we can learn from rather than being judgmental and sitting here and comment and see this path doesn't take you the fulfillment path.
mm-hmm.
Being grateful, being curious, being empathy, that takes you the fulfillment path.
Yeah,
The activity and behavior of judgment, scarcity, this is other side,
sure.
other side of that fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
Want to be fulfilled, be grateful.
Yeah,
Learn from other people.
that's right.
You can choose your own path, whether you want to be doing that activity or not. That's up to you. You can design your life. You don't have to be. See, for me, people ask me this question: why 15,100? Why not millions? I've thought about it very
Okay.
thoughtfully. Come up with this number that 15,100 is these are the people I want to actively work with, because when I say fulfillment, it is not that you've achieved once
Right.
and you put in the drawer that, oh, I've
Yeah, you're
got it.
done. No good. Yeah, that's right.
Not that.
Well, and that's why I think that system is so good, because it helps you maintain the sense of fulfillment. It's not like a one and done thing. And so we talked about that being a cycle. It just sort of loops and it goes, and that's how you maintain it. And what I love about being able to maintain something is the more you maintain it, the more momentum you create. And the more momentum you create, the bigger it gets. And so I've got this image of a snowball, right, rolling down a hill. And as it goes, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So now you've got this big snowball, and you're now able to have the kind of impact that we talked about.
Yeah, that's true. And uh, and this is different when I'm in practicing this 7 steps now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's different than when I am in that scarcity mindset.
Yes. Yes.
This is different, and this is what I'm sharing with the people, that this feeling is different. This is where you're not scared to live that audacious life.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Help other
You,
people live
you
that.
almost expect to live it. Like that's what the point you want to get to, where absolutely I can't think of any other way how to live it, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. It certainly is a practice of Mukesh, like in terms of being able to, we talk about the maintaining and ongoing, and certainly the having that system would be great, and systems are fantastic to use to help us maintain. But without that system, it's kind of like we're just coming and going. And why it's and again, why I think the system is important is we're going to, every single one of us, you can't bring me a person on this planet that's not going to have some form of adversity, some form of challenge, something that will knock us off course. Without the system, it's difficult to get back on course.
That's
With the
true.
system, we're able to say, okay, yep, it helps you put things in perspective. And one of the things that you put in perspective is the thing that's happening to you, that bad thing that's happening to you, that's a part of the process.
That's true. And I tell you one more thing, how I the system helps me within the
Sure.
system. One thing is, if your community, if your family, if your friends who are living with you in your life circle, if they understand that your failure is a good thing,
Yes.
then you're never scared of failure anyways, because they also know it that I'll fail in this class. It's okay because this
Yeah.
will be help me
Yep.
in learning some other way. That's good. I'm starting the business. I know it's okay. I can fail. It's okay. They say, yeah, it's okay. You can fail. That's fine. Go for that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Right? I want to try this
Yep.
new thing. I want to learn skating. I'll fall many times. That's okay. Don't be scared. Don't worry. Just go for
Sure.
that.
That's right.
So
That's right.
having that agreement with your closed one that you care, that failure is okay, and then they say, okay, yeah, you can lose all the money. Don't worry about it. You'll make it again. Don't scared. And if they also say, okay, that's what you live for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as you're saying that, I'm even envisioning like how powerful is that attitude or mindset with our children, right?
Yes.
It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fall off the bike. It's okay to, if you didn't achieve this goal, it's okay, right? Like I think by doing that, we're empowering them in such incredible ways that even their viewpoint to failure is different from anyone else because they'll view failures as opportunities to get things right or to get things better, as opposed to the failure is the end of the world. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
That's true.
Wow,
That's true.
powerful stuff, Mukesh. My goodness, thank you. This is it really is, and it when people so oftentimes people are on a pursuit of this fulfillment thing, right? And this pursuit that they're on, they're chasing that thing, and let's say they get it, fantastic, you got that thing, but it doesn't. That's not where the true fulfillment comes in. You might have thought that once I get this certain dollar amount, I'll be completely fulfilled. But that's not it at all. It's all the steps that got you to where you need to get to that point is where the true fulfillment comes in.
Yeah. And also when you look at now as a tangible thing I share, what helps
Yep.
me.
Yep.
See, you got your fulfillment, beautiful. And I get my team, my client, just get your fast, beautiful. Now our role is to help others because that gives sustainable fulfillment. You create your money, great. Now help create more so that we can share with the world. You got more time now because you can delegate now. You got your PA, you got your team, you got everything. Now you got more time. Let's spend that time fulfilling those
For
people.
others.
And that's a sustainable way.
Yep.
And we've
Yep.
learned that giving is everything. We've learned that. But this is way,
Absolutely.
you look at your win, you got that. And now is it just keep giving, and your will increase as well. Keep giving, your will
I love
increase.
it.
And then keep giving, you'll increase.
I love it. I love it.
And that way of increasing is sustainable, fulfilling, beautiful.
Yeah. Sustainability, that word is going to be key in this conversation, is that how important it is to sustain what you have. It's one thing to achieve something, but if it's not going to last, then the work is almost for nothing because you can't keep it, right? Not that it's for nothing. I shouldn't say that. That's kind of harsh, but in terms of the lasting joy comes from the sustaining and keeping it going, right? And it won't be perfect. You might get blips every so often, but those with that understanding mindset that failure is okay, they'll say, "Ah, this is part of life. Move on. Let's keep succeeding," right? And when you're celebrating all your wins and you've got a record of the 20 things that you did, that one little blip's not going to mean anything. It's not, right? So Mukesh, this has been so wonderful, man. I really appreciate you sharing the way you have, breaking it down in a fashion I think it'll resonate with people and they understand. Give us the book title and where people can get it again.
So the book title is Seven Steps to Fulfill Life, and that's on my website, my first and last name, mukeshbajaj.com.au. And the book is launching on 6th of November, and it'll be available to pre-order as well. That my team is looking into that. And even if your audience, if they got a lot of, I'm organizing a lot of free resources
Yep.
on this website. And this is why I've taken time from September to November. There'll be a lot of stuff will be there. Like, what should I do, guys? For example, oh, I'm in this situation. What should I do? So then, we will share you the step-by-step process of those 7 steps, that this is what you should do or you could do. For example, that's
Amazing.
what I would do when I'm in that situation. Um, and the summary of the 7 steps.
Yep.
And if your audience sends me a message through any channel, they say the Audacious Living, I'll send them some more stuff,
Beautiful.
these resources, which can help them to like process that template, which can help them
Amazing.
to create a fulfilled life for themselves and their
Yep.
loved ones.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that. And we'll make sure the contact details are in the show notes so people connect with that as well. Mukesh, this has been fabulous. I'm so delighted to have this conversation with you. Thank you for sharing the man what you have. Thank you for the great work. Congratulations on the book and much success, my friend.
Thank you, Audley. Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to share. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And back we are here in a podcast, in our conversation. Mukesh highlighted the pivotal role of serving others as a path to personal fulfillment. He shared how shifting from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance transformed his life. By helping others achieve their goals, he found his true purpose and fulfillment. And I would certainly encourage you to connect with Mukesh directly to learn more about him and his work. The contact details, of course, are always in the show note below. His journey and insights can offer guidance and inspiration for you on your path. Just so you know, Mukesh is offering a special discount on his book, The 7 Steps to a Fulfilled Life, exclusive for our listeners. Check out the show notes, like I said, for those details. I want to thank you for tuning in to this edition of the Audacious Living podcast. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please like, follow, subscribe, share. If you haven't already done so, if you think there's someone out there that might benefit, please let them know. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing valuable content to you. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, show love to one another, and be audacious.